So inside Dragon capsules, we use a 5-point safety harness. So a little bit more complex than the seatbelt you and I use in our cars. It's really designed to be safe. Make sure that the crew's ergonomics, or the positions that their body is in during the dynamic portions of the mission, that they're strapped in properly, but also so that they're comfortable.
Right.
So it seems like that's what the recovery teams are now assisting the crews in unlatching, is that safety harness.
Right.
So we can see there Larry Connor starting to make his way out of his seat and onto the deck there on our recovery ship, Megan.
See Larry making his egress from the Dragon Endeavor. You can hear the cheers in the background for it.
All right, those are his first steps back on planet Earth after spending 17 days on orbit. If it were me, I imagine I'd probably feel a little shaky, right? Because they don't have gravity up there. They did take exercise equipment to keep their muscles working while they're up there, but still, it's.
There, we're going off comm. Thanks for everything. We'll see you on deck.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
My last call there from MLA to say that they're no longer going to be utilizing the Dragon communication systems. They'll just talk with everybody on the deck.
So there we saw mission specialist Mark Pathy. He was seated on the far left, or at the left window seat. All right, removing the footrests on the other two seats.
Like you said, Kate.
I have a feeling Aton will be next.
Yeah.
No, it looks like it's MLA.
Yeah, that's certainly part of the reacclimation process, is remembering those muscles that help keep you stabilized in a 1G environment. You haven't used them in a few days, so it's certainly time spent after coming back home.
Oh, just kidding. All right, so MLA did a little change of seats there, so Aton will be the next one to come out. It's very, that feels very on par for him. We've heard that MLA really was an exemplary commander for this crew, and he basically just said, no, Aton goes first, I'll be last.
Yeah.
One of my favorite phrases is leaders eat last. Make sure everybody else goes first, and it's just great to see that.
Yeah. We see Aton making his egress and first stance back on ground in 17 days.
Yeah, it's quite the readjustment coming back down to Earth and going from, regardless of how long you're up there, obviously it's, the longer you are, the more difficult the transition can be.
Yeah.
But even after the 17 days that they were in microgravity, that's still a pretty significant change on the body.
Yeah, it certainly is.
So it's pretty amazing to see them, just take those steps and begin that reacclimation process.
Exactly.
Now, once they are, so for the 3 crew members that we saw exit or egress the vehicle already, they walk off and they are immediately escorted into one of the medical bays that's on board. So the recovery vessels are fully equipped with medical bays to assist with any ailments or illness that the crew might be feeling at that time. seems like everybody was in really good spirits
Yeah.
and everybody was feeling quite well. But that capability is on board the Dragon capsule, and so basically the crews just go in and get checked out by the flight surgeon and get those thumbs up.
Yeah. Just that capability to have that immediate assessment is really important. Even if you are feeling perfectly fine, you're taking your great steps. It's all part of the ground-based operations that ensure that you come home safely and you get out of the capsule safely.
So there we saw MLA slide down the ramp and now standing. Welcome home, Commander MLA.
With that, all 4 crew members of AX-1 are now safely out of the Crew Dragon Endeavour.